edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Over the middle here to Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry to the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run. From
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Why did he throw the ball? He was getting sacked. He just should have just went to the ground. He did that in the Super Bowl, where he just threw the ball at the very end when he was going to hit the ground.
The game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
They wrong for that, making him throw when he couldn't hit the ground. It should have just been a sack and a loss of about 8 yards. But no,
screen passes, don't you?
you got to make him fumble.
Well, good blocking eventually, but first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game.
All
It's
right,
certainly
let's
not the
go.
way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Let's go.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield.
Okay, how did we catch him? He should have continued to lead
The
him.
next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Tucker's kick is good.
All that speed. That dude sucked him up at the end. He should have been leaving him.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the
That's
NFL
good.
defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run past it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The toss here completed to Pittman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
This is Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They run. Chubb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the carry is Chubb.
How do you come off the block? That dude is squared up on you with the block. He still comes out that way.
But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They go play action with Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They set up the screen to Chubb. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
No catches, though, so far in this game. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. To throw again. Allen. He'll get this one to Pittman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
How the heck does he get to the top?
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have tied.
Let me see. How the heck does he get to the top? Where is he at? Oh, they running into each other. That's crazy.
Things hope they can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead 7-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3
They running face to face in each other's stuff.
There's a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
He's right there. It's like
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. Now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit
right
too much.
there.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down.
Dude, they will not block, man. You just giving yourself free reign with just great shot.
As as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson.
Okay, come on, man. I got a nice line. You just can't just keep running and blazing bodies, dude.
As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly
Yes, I understand.
short for 4th.
Yes, I understand.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This a 40-yard attempt from the left.
10-15.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 and a tough-fought first half. As we send you down 2, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Blocking is horrible.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away. Now he'll let it go.
Dude, he's...
Deep left side.
Come on, Lamar Jackson. He is wide open by himself. Why are you throwing it like that?
Saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
I'm putting you in position for us to get the first. You're jacking it up by throwing these horrible passes.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 4th down with Jackson, buying time to his left. He may try and run for this.
Let's go.
Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he didn't get that?
I'd say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Oh my goodness, man. My dude didn't even try to catch the ball. He was right there. And then they picked it. Come on, man. Catch the ball, bro.
To begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Allen out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Edwards-Helaire. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. The tackle there by John Johnson. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football now and zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much
Okay, everybody's stumbling, but I can't get up and get up in the hole. I'm falling
The
back.
defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh my goodness, man.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
He had it with 2 hands covered, and he still pulled out the ball.
And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he's upended after a gain of 2.
Man, this is dumb, man.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come.
You have to start playing unintentional grounding because there's nobody over there. He's just throwing away the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first,
he can get away with that. But that other pass, where he's just throwing it up in the air, there's not a receiver over there whatsoever.
Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out
still tackling me past the right out of bounds. No flag.
Out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Man, damn. What else I gotta do?
Play action. It's Jackson. The Colts are gonna get him. Down he goes. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now Jackson off the play fake. He gets it to Brown. Good play.
Let's go.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Going for it all.
Why are you throwing it so far? He's right there. What are you doing, boy?
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all
I don't
night.
understand what he's doing. The dude is wide open by himself, but he's overthrowing it.
Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field.
How did he not get in? How did his momentum just stop out of the blue? He was in there.
Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that's going to be caught by Kirk. A big seam, and he might go.
Dude, how is he faster than us? We're faster than him. With 90-some speed, and he's outrunning us. Come on, man.
The Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen. And he'll get into the end zone.
Dude, this is crazy, man. This dude is 80-some speed, and he's leaving us. We can't even catch him. And he's not even fast.
That's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give
that is just all kind of wrong.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been.
I mean, real life motion, and he's outrunning everybody.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And this would have been intercepted.
Dude, come on, man.
So it's incomplete.
That big old white boy off the line is not going to catch 97 speed on a rollout. He sucked me up.
I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
Come on,
and I
man.
think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game,
that's what should have happened a minute ago.
A big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. the intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the Colts now down by 4. At time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Allen to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. And they're on 47-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really held by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
No, they lost. They had 3 takeaways, and they lost.
On the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati.